Good morning, cultists. In our previous episode, we left things off after winning the favor of the Saramgaman Order or something. I don't know. In any case, in between episodes, a lot of time has passed because I have been quite busy doing some kingdom management stuff, as you can probably tell. And we are back because something interesting is happening. We are hunting the Wild Hunt, I guess. And I think this is somehow related to the Bald Hilltop? Yeah. The kingdom's villages are being decimated by the Wild Hunt. Frightened citizens speak in hushed voices about bands of fae hiding in the greenish fog, announcing their arrival with the sounds of a bugle. It's almost impossible to fight these hunters who never miss and leave no tracks unless one somehow comes to an understanding with the commanders of the hunt and their monarch. Right, and it's one of those things where we only need one day to solve this. Gotcha. So Ekun seems to be more geared towards success? 35% chance. Wow. What about Canera? 20%? Bartholomew? 0. I've never seen a 0% success chance before. Wow. Alright, then I guess we might want to go with Ekun, and I think maybe we'll put some crisis points to it. Do I just want to guarantee a success? I'm thinking, yeah, because we haven't really needed to use the crisis points much so far. So sure, why not? Alright, so I guess we need to go to the Bald Hilltop, but it appears that we might have a fair bit of audience stuff to go through, if that makes any sense. Alright, that's fine. Let's just, can we just get the stuff in writing maybe? And then I'll deal with it after I come back from punching people in the face. Nope. Alright, Bartholomew, what's up?
Your Highness, Razmirin is carrying out a malicious plot against us. After establishing trade, they saw to it that many of our servants would become addicted to Razmia's tears, a dangerous and powerful drug. The poor souls are now entirely under Razmia's power, and are ready to sell our goods for nothing, only to please their new master. Razmia made a bold move, and a successful one. It's time we make our own. These corrupt drug lovers have betrayed your Highness for their narcotic. I hope they don't expect your Highness to give any thought to their treatment. The traitor's punishment must be severe, so their successors will never be tempted to follow in their footsteps. I suggest you sentence the addicts to death. Merely taking away their positions and belongings isn't a sufficient deterrent for betrayal.
Alright, so place all the drug addicts in health institutions, we take care of our people. Which I guess wouldn't be a bad thing. Remove all the addicts from their stations, which reduces economy. Or hang the drug addicts, appoint more reliable people to their station. So it seems like the project removed is the same. Oh, project removed. Have I done that before? Maybe? So either way, we lose economy. Gotcha. I will hang the drug addicts then.
Excellent. The sight of the poison addicts on the gallows will make their successors think twice about the consequences of their weakness. Or of weakness, sorry, not their weakness specifically, but just weakness in general. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I don't, but thanks. Ekun? Ekun seems embarrassed and his eyes do not rise from the floor. Bad news, Fabrosi Cortez. We've been cheated. The double agent, the scribe from Grauton, the whole story. We've been deliberately pulled into someone else's war by an unknown third party. While we were busy brawling, they sent in their spies. We were distracted by our neighbors and neglected our own home. Now it's full of rats. I hate rats. They eat everything. They poop on my face. We must clear the ranks. I don't know which of them we can trust, so I bring in completely new people. People who cannot be bribed by the enemy, preferably from distant lands. We could hire the bloodhounds of the Sleepless Agency, or of course we could turn to Iori's oracles. But the Twilight Talons from Andoran are the only ones I would trust with my life. You can rely upon their word. Okay, tell me more about each candidate. The Twilight Talons are from Andoran, are masters of covert war. They are as dangerous as they are loyal. It's just that they care more for their appearance than their worth. Ekun frowns. They serve their own country, but it would be good if the Grand Diplomat persuaded them to help us. The Sleepless Agency are urban hunters, private detectives, and they aren't cheap. The treasurer will have to bargain hard for them, but they're worth the money. Irori's oracles are seers who serve the god of knowledge. They are honest and rare, but I hear they can be found in the east. If we offer them knowledge of our priests, they might look into the darkness for us and find the faces of our enemies. Okay, so I'm assuming, depending on what we do, we put different people on these things. Gotcha. So I guess we need Bartholomew to get the favor of the Twilight Talons, which I think he wanted to rely on. I see. I'll assign an advisor to resolve this issue. Sure, thanks. Who's up next? It is Valerie in her Blackguard armor, which, gotta say, really doing it for me. Fabrosi Cortez, we're fighting crime in our lands, and the bandits are running scared. In fact, many of them are ready to come clean and return to civilian life. They insist that it was starvation that led them down the slippery slope, but now the kingdom is prospering, they want to return and do honest work. Their families are flooding us with petitions for pardon. I consider it inappropriate. You can't pardon highwaymen and murderers and let them live in peace among their victims. Every single one of them must answer for their crimes. It's true, I mean, I do have a bit of experience, well, maybe not so much experience, but knowledge in communities affected by violence and such. In that, you know, former child soldiers returning to the places where they used to be child soldiers in, etc., and then reconciliation and all that jazz. There needs to be at least a discussion and then talk of how people were hurt and all that stuff. I mean, in the real world at least. But in-game, we show no mercy, because that's fun. Why not? Because that appears to be kind of what Valerie's leaning towards. Sure, they must be held accountable for their crimes, they'll be shown no mercy. That's reasonable. I'm glad we see the situation the same way. Great, thanks. Anyone else? Regongar. Alright, sure. Regongar grins contentedly. oh wait, no.
I have an idea I'd like to share with you. I'm sure it's occurred to you that we are now in control. We're the power everyone answers to, and not only in the stolen lands, we demand respect. And those worthy of respect are worthy of doing business with. Profitable business. Anyway, 3 representatives of dealers in life and death have requested an audience with you. All 3 are willing to support our army. Talk to them and decide which of them we want to sign a contract with. However, we can't hire all 3. Each of them wants to be your main weapon supplier. If I were you, I'd consider the Arcanum. I should talk to their ambassadors. Who should I make a deal with? Who should I make a deal with? With the mages, of course. Have you seen them fight? Now that's what I call a massacre. Fireballs hurtling, ice crunching, swoosh, bang. They can rip a soul right out of a body and use it as a bomb. Kaboom! Bony shrapnel flying everywhere, blood in everyone's eyes, and then they jump into the shadows, spread out, and sneak behind the enemy's line to finish the survivors. They surround them, cover them with a force field, they create a little explosion, and it says, and don't forget the roaring flame, all that's left is ashes and footprints on the scorched earth.
Wow, calm down, Regongar. Jeez. Alright, well, I'll talk to the ambassadors, I guess.
Which of the 3?
I guess we'll just start from the top, the halfling in black. Hello? Oh, I didn't even notice you guys back there. The halfling standing before you wears fine black cashmere. He has a couple of strange-looking palm-sized crossbows in his waistband. His expensive attire does nothing to disguise the scars on his face and hands or his sturdy posture. Your guest seems more accustomed to sitting in the saddle and wearing traveling clothes rather than visiting palaces wearing expensive attire.
Greetings, your highness. I'm Captain Romello. I represent the Smoky Dawn Arms Factory in the Grand Duchy of Alkenstar. Our enterprise is prepared to provide your army with the finest weapons ever made.
What exactly do you have to offer? The captain's voice grows serious.
We will provide your soldiers with a weapon, teach them how to use it, and make sure the weapons are working. Believe me, each bolt shot by a crossbows will cost the enemy an equal amount of gold. I should make clear from the beginning, we're not selling the technology. Your engineers won't be permitted to repair the weapons. They are to be handled exclusively by our specialists. However, if you're interested in any of our non-weapon technologies,
Our craftsmen will gladly train yours.
Alright, what makes you think I'd prefer your odd toys over time-honored magic?
Because you're smart, your highness. Firstly, our toys are way safer, and their failures far less dangerous than magic cast awry. Secondly, anyone with an eye and two hands can use our weapons. That makes things a bit simpler for you, doesn't it?
Tell me about the weapon in your waistband. The captain grins and pats his crossbows.
So you'd like to know how they're operated? What gears bring these small death machines to life? How can they rain bolts down upon the enemy without ever recharging? It's a secret. We make our living from other people's ignorance of how our weapons work. Nevertheless, I will tell you a secret about these two crossbows of mine. The left one is for normal work. I use it to kill bandits and thieves spying on our secrets. It's loaded with ordinary bolts. The right one is for special occasions. Each of its bolts bears the name of a rascal who wronged me or my family. When the right one is empty, my travels on Golarion will end, and I'll return to Alkenstar and find myself something else to do.
Alright, well, tell me about your motherland. Where is it? We don't hear about it often here in our domain.
Alkenstar is halfway around the world. You see, magic, how can I put this? It doesn't work in our lands. Don't ask me why.
Interesting.
That's a question for the researchers and historians, but we ordinary people of Alkenstar managed to turn this nuisance to the greater good.
Romello rubs his chin.
We gave up magic for the sake of science. No country can compare to Alkenstar in terms of its technological miracles. We didn't just survive. We're doing very well here, where a mage could never endure, and we're willing to share our findings with anyone willing to pay a fair price.
Okay, thanks. Interesting. A land where magic doesn't work, so they're forced to develop their science. Alright, I guess we'll talk to the sorceress? Are you bald?
Nice.
A sturdy middle-aged woman in practical gray attire bows to you. You can tell by the numerous strings and laces on her neck that she's wearing quite a number of amulets under her robe. Her hair is short and cropped. I see. First Foreman Rakiolata at your service, your highness. Reporting for negotiations on behalf of the Wands Brigade, graduates of the Arcanamirium. What do you have to offer to my troops? Our experience. You're hiring the Wands Brigade, an independent squad of mages, not merely as soldiers, but as advisors and trainers for your other troops. Each of us not only possesses magic, but also has extensive combat experience. What's more important, we know when and how to use it. We're not theoreticians or professors, your highness. We're arcane practitioners, mage specialists, and frontline workers. We're willing to share our knowledge with your military mages. Your title is very unusual. Every member of our brigade is an Arcanamirium graduate. We have combat experience and a desire to build a mercenary career. We've been preparing to accept your orders since we entered the Wands Brigade. Okay, so what is this Arcanamirium so famous for? It is the oldest, biggest, and most prestigious Arcane Academy in Absalom. It's very influential. Students come from all over the world to master the art of magic. Mind you, the school is tuition free. They teach both magic and practical skills, both of which are certainly useful to combat mages. For instance, if you've learned to summon enraged monsters, it might also be a good idea to learn to run fast. A smile brushes lightly over Ratatouille's face. I need to think. Thank you? Wood the dwarf. Okay. An unusually tall and sturdy dwarf with a shaved head bows to you. Despite the weather, his feet are bare, and he's wearing a simple vest over his naked torso. His mighty but pleasant voice fills the entire hall.
Greetings, your highness. I'm Wogda, priest of the glorious god Kurgis. I believe it was not by coincidence that the road brought me and my comrades to your lands.
How can you help my army?
Your soldiers are brave but weak. By the will of Kurgis, we'll sort out your pathetic forces. My priests know how to strengthen a soldier with magic that will give them the power and speed of a mighty animal, like a prairie dog. And if that fails to protect them, our prayers will heal your warriors and restore them to perfect fighting form.
Alright, well, tell me about your god?
Kurgis was a Taldan villager of remarkable figure. He traveled around towns, visited trade fairs, took part in every competition and show, and always won. It's a shame he was a dog. But anyways, it's only natural that everybody was jealous. His rivals set up a trap for him during a competition. He died, giving his life to protect the other participants, but his glory lived on even after his death. Few mortals are deemed worthy of joining the godly host, and Kurgis was among them.
What is your church?
Our church is young, and we don't have an established hierarchy yet. We wander from time to town, healing the diseased, mentoring the weak and sick, teaching them how to harness their own powers, inspiring those who are able to reach beyond their own boundaries. We do not build temples. For we believe our bodies are the temples. A tent and a field, that's all we need. Would you like to visit my temple, sir? With the temple in your pants? Sorry, choking on nothing. Good grief, it disgusts Kurgis when people cripple themselves, so reject alcohol and stupefying potions. I shall prohibit these among your soldiers. The spirit grows stronger than in a mighty body. Kurgis dislikes foul play, so cheating is also illegal.
You look outlandish. Where have you come from? The dwarf laughs approvingly.
Well, thank you. I wish you could meet my grandfather. He was a real hero, stately and notable. Myself, I'm a mere peasant from a small village on unclaimed land. I was once a fighter, however peaceful I may be. I am still very passionate. I can show you when you visit my temple, if you know what I mean. When it comes to wrestling, I can best even you, though now I'm a priest as well.
You wanna fight? You wanna fucking fight? I can punch people in the face so hard that their entire body explodes. And you wanna fight me? I need to think this over. Man with a glorious voice.
Try throwing a kettlebell up and down. Physical effort stimulates the brain.
In fact, it doesn't matter. What? Wait, so after all that, I don't even get to decide? Oh no, I guess I do.
You should think fast. What if an enemy assault takes us by surprise and we've got no reinforcements, huh?
Pay 3 BP each week. I trust Alkenstar's engineers, have them supply with us with their weapons. Okay, so I guess either way it's the same thing. Impressed with the Arcanamirium's power, I'd like its graduates to train our mages. May Kurgis bless our warriors with strength and agility. I think Rigongar suggested that we go with the Arcanamirium. Normally, I would go with the Alkenstars, but I think maybe I'll just trust Rigongar's judgment, sure. He seems to be leading into the magical side of things.
You can get a decent education in Arcanamirium. They don't just teach the books, but also know how to use your legs and hold a weapon. The result is a well-rounded warrior.
Use your legs in what fashion? Like opening them up and putting your third leg somewhere, maybe? Or having a third leg inserted into your person? I don't know if you've noticed Fabrosi Makrotes, but the kingdom's people have become much more educated. The schools we help found are now full of children, and there are plenty of young people that thirst for knowledge and wish to dedicate themselves to science. So here's what I thought. Why not found a university? Just imagine, learned men and women from all around the world shall flock to our kingdom, and they'll bring books and magic scrolls and recipes for new potions. And maybe someday they'll open a school of philosophy, or maybe we'll have great alchemists, and your neighbors would be green with envy. Okay, so we can pay 200 BP, and we will get a free university, which is not free because it's 200 BP. We cannot stop progress, so we must champion it. I order the treasury to release the necessary funds for the foundation of the Crown's University. The kingdom cannot afford it. Nope, let's do it. Well said. I will get to work immediately. Ha, if only the crosspatches that threw me out of the academy could see me now. I mean, we have Annex Patak, so you could rub it in their faces if you really wanted to.
Your subjects already celebrate your wisdom and fairness. I think they should also be reminded of your captivating beauty.
The girl smiles coyly. Canera, do you want a good dickin'? Is that what you want? Okay, okay.
It's high time to make everyone in your kingdom carry your portrait with them. A profile minted in gold. Our trade depends too much on the coin of others. Constant rate fluctuations make our money changes rich, at the expense of everyone else. Your country needs its own real currency. So I have a plan that'll make make coins decorated with your noble profile far more valuable than the gold they are made of. Soon after minting the coins, we'll announce that taxes can only be paid with these coins. Our merchants will be falling over each other, snatching these new coins. What do you say? Can I keep saying the word coins? Because every time I say the word coins, I get paid with more coins.
I like your plan. Let's start minting coins and order that taxes only be paid using them. New project minting coins, kingdom effect. Tax collection in state currency provides additional BP each week depending on the taxation level. When any minting coin projects are completed and the mint is built in the capital, public works will not bring any additional BP, but low taxes will provide 1 additional BP per week. Normal taxes will provide additional 3 BP, and heavy taxes will provide additional 5 BP per week. Okay, or we can just do that and then we have that as a project. Let's avoid the expense. Besides, seeing my face on every coin would drive me crazy. You know what, Canera? You have not steered me wrong so far, so let's do it.
I thank you for your trust. I will give you the order to begin minting coins and prepare the announcement about the new tax collection rules. You'll see, a coin with your profile will soon be worth 3 times its weight in gold.
Fantastic. Who else? Who else needs to have a chat with yours truly? Balkan? Okay, so I guess we're done with our advisors. Bombardier's utility belt. Sure, thanks. Anything else? Who's up next? Drask, I think, right? Oh, Dragon, sorry. Blessed the fuck, Dragon? Didn't you give me this like twice already? What the hell's up with that asshole? Giving me the same shit all over again. Retribution, that sounds familiar too. I'm pretty sure I upgraded some of their workshops as well. Manticore's Claws, that sounds new. Alright, anyone else? Alright, we got this guy. Shady Longbow. That does not sound very impressive. Alright, please let this person be the last. Persecutor again? Can I just punch her in the face and watch her explode? Mim, what do you want? Sharp Eye. Okay. Wait, hold on. How come she just gave me that and buggered off? Greetings. I've decided to take a break and spend some time traveling your lands, and I'm surprised how well things are going here in your kingdom. Trade is thriving, and I can easily acquire rare mineral materials and gemstones for my jewelry. And there are so many talented people around. I left Restov to enjoy the peace and solitude of a simple country life, but I must admit I miss the company of other artists. Okay, so what exactly did we get from these dudes? Oh, no, not wait, but newest to oldest. Oh, okay, Sharp Eye. So it's an eye patch. +6 competence bonus to perception and +2 bonus to ranged attack rolls. Alright, and Persecutor, Shady Longbow, luck bonus to stealth, and ability to cast invisibility spell twice per day. Manticore Claws. These gloves grant the wearer a +4 enhancement bonus to a strength and +2 enhancement bonus on attack and damage rolls with unarmed attacks and natural weapons. Whoa, okay. I wonder if that's actually better than the alkali gloves. I think considering that the alkali gloves just add acid damage, that might not be a bad idea, all things considered. Though, let me see if it makes any difference here. So 32 to 42. If I have the alkali gloves on. Okay, so I think we can actually do more damage with the non-alkali gloves, the Manticore Claws. Fantastic. Alright, what else did we get though? Shady Longbow. Okay, I might give that to a Kun. Yeah. Sure. And what else? Persecutor, I feel like we have. No, that's the Persecutor. That's the Retribution that Varas gave me. Gotcha. And Blessed Defense we've got before as well, I'm pretty sure. Alright, Bombardier's Utility Belt. It lets me use 4 additional bombs per day. Could be useful on Jubilost, who has his Constitution Belt. Helmet of the Dusk. Oh, that's what we got from the Saram Order, right? +6 enhancement bonus to Wisdom and immunity to stunning days. Any creature attacking the wearer has to make a successful will saving throw. Whoa! Or become dazed for 1 round. That's actually pretty cool. Except I don't know if anyone on our team would necessarily use it that much. Alright, good to know. Let me drop some stuff off in our little box here. And then we'll, of course, go talk or go to the Bald Hilltop, I suppose. Alright, sure. Oh, before I go, though, I think it's been a little while since we might actually have something that we can, give this guy. I brought some relics. Are any worthy of a story? But also, can you restore anything for me? Trailblazer's helm. Star Commander's glove. Okay, so I guess we still have all the set? Really? I feel like I've explored the entire game so far, at least. I don't know. I brought some relics. Are any worthy of a story? Token of the Dryad. Oh, the ancient elven bead is just this crap. Gotcha. This seems unique. The wind howls over the wastelands of Glenbon. The flames of bonfires dance to the rhythmic music of a barbarian tribe. Oh wait, this is just the Kelid barbarian stuff, right? These belong to guardians of a great chieftain. Yeah, okay. I hear an elven flute. A joyful melody is being played in the main square, and passers-by cannot help but dance. This is not my native Keonan, no. This kingdom rose and fell thousands of years before, What ruined it? I think I can hear the story. Are you ready to hear the sad fate of Rushwood? I'll be happy to trade the whole set of items for their story. Can you hear it calling to us? Let us hurry. Okay, tell me about the kingdom of ancient elves. The storyteller's back straightens and his voice becomes militant, direct, and precise. I'm guarding the royal chambers. I can hear the queen weeping, inconsolable. I clench the hilt of my useless sword so hard it makes my fingers ache. There's no way for me to help my lady. King Lithoriel the Wise is ill, and we all pray for his swift recovery, and that's what they told the populace. The truth is much worse. The king isn't really ill, at least not in the traditional sense. He lies staring unblinkingly at the ceiling, barely breathing, neither alive nor dead. The queen is at his side day and night. The high priestess begs for guidance from higher powers. The court wizards relentlessly cast their best spells, but I'm afraid that even the sisters would be unable to help us this time. Who are the sisters? Magical creatures. The loyal house's closest advisors. 3 sorceresses with covered faces. Maybe Fae, maybe Celestial, who knows? It's gotta be the DeFay sisters, right? Long ago, they served my king's mother, the Honorable Lavalee the Road Builder, the founder of Rushwood. Our kingdom wouldn't have flourished without their magic and their wisdom. Let me guess, His Highness's crown is missing? How did you know that? Yes, it's true. They found the king in the garden, lying as if dead, with no sign of the crown. Who would dare touch His Highness, let alone have the nerve to remove the crown from his head? It's been 10 days, and we're no closer to solving the mystery. Please continue. It was a disgusting scene in the council hall this morning. The prince struck his sister on the face in full view of the queen, the advisors, and the court. She said it was time for us to stop lying to ourselves. It's been a month, and the king is no better than the day we found him. She said we should admit he was dead. It took the prince some time to find the words to answer. His voice cracking, he accused her of wishing to usurp the throne to fulfill some quixotic fantasies of sending a crusade against the Cyclopses. I distinctly recall the princess gave her mother. Recall the look the princess gave her mother, but the queen kept silent. The sisters, the court, and the guards under my command, everyone watched her in silence. She quickly left the council hall without saying another word. You mentioned Cyclopses? Far to the west, beyond rivers, impassable swamps, and a wall of mountains, a tribe of Cyclopses recently appeared. Our scouts reported that they had escaped from faraway Golgan for some reason. They decided to find a new kingdom called Coloran. Wait, so this is before the Cyclopses founded their megacity thing? The Cyclopses are fearsome, but they're too far away to be a threat to us. King Lithoriel is called the Wise for a reason. He decided that we would only engage them if they dared to move troops against us, and only to rebuff their attack. We would not initiate a war with them. The king and the court argued regularly with the princess on this topic. She felt that the threat should be nipped in the bud. Who do you think is right? It's hard to say, really. I want to believe the king will wake up, but if, God forbid, he doesn't, the kingdom needs a new ruler. Alright, well, please continue. It's the dead of night. I am in the queen's chamber. She whispers an order to me. I don't frighten easily, but I shudder. She tasks me with gathering people who are loyal to her and arresting the princess at dawn. Her Highness is sure her daughter is plotting a coup, and she wants to avoid such bloodshed. Doesn't she understand this act will unleash the very feud she's hoping to avoid? I'm leaving the Queen's chambers. My heart pounds so hard I fear it might stop. I'm terrified by what it might do. A short note, hastily placed in a maid's hand. Forgive me, Your Highness, but I would sooner besmirch my honor with treason than allow you to ruin your own kingdom and your own daughter. Do you think the princess is innocent? I'd stake my life on it, even my honor. The princess is loyal to Rushwood. The princess slapped today wouldn't be enough to make her turn against the people. The queen knows it too, I'm sure. So why did she decide her own daughter was plotting a coup? And why didn't the sisters talk some sense into her? Or maybe they did, and maybe that's why. Maybe the prince is spreading lies about his sister? Yes, that must be it. At dawn, we approach the princess's chamber, and I see a team thrice as large barring our way. We're disarmed and discharged. The queen is in honorary confinement in her chambers. The carnage has been prevented. No one knows of my crime, save my own conscience, which is enough. I sentence myself to banishment from the country I love above all else. The country in which I'm now ashamed to look even the lowliest garbage collector in the eye. At least he fulfills his simple duty with honesty. The storyteller pauses a moment, his blind eyes seeming to stare intensely into the distance. A dirty roadside tavern. It smells of sour beer and boiled cabbage and burnt bread, and all I hear are these rough, barbaric tongues. I question travelers incessantly for news out of Rushwood, and what I hear makes me want to grab the swill they serve here and drink myself into a stupor. Power passed into the princess's hand without any bloodshed, but the prince has retired to his estate to gather troops against her, his sister. I've no doubt my betrayal didn't prevent the feud, it simply delayed it. He'll need just half a year, I fear, and no longer. I kneel and pray to all the kind gods. May they grant mercy, and may they keep the keep safe the kingdom I couldn't. The storyteller sighs heavily and shakes his head. After a moment, he continues, his voice returned to normal. As you can likely guess, the gods did not answer his prayers. Soon Rushwood was devoured by the fires of the royal feud, and then the earthfall wiped even Rushwood's ruins from the face of Galarian. Was it all a plot by the sisters? There is no indication of this in the guards' memories, but I consider that to be the most likely probability. They were trusted as kind guardian spirits. It would not cross anyone's mind that they might entrap the king's souls into his crown. Oh, that's the first crown. Right. That name sounded familiar, that Lothariel or whatever. I see. Then defamed the princess to her mother and her brother. What happened to the banished guard captain? He traveled to the Thessalonian Empire. He served as a guard and gave lessons in swordplay, but that's where his trail goes cold. I think he continued to question travelers for news of Rushwood to the end of his days, trying to decide if what he did that night was right. Maybe arresting the princess would have avoided the feud after all, who can say? I do not believe he ever found the answer to his questions. Yeah, that would have only delayed things for sure, because I'm pretty sure the Fae sisters would have fucked things up anyways. Well, thank you for the story. Okay, well, it's been a lot of jibber-jabber in this episode, so knowing what we know about the fights on the Bald Hilltop, they're fairly short, right? So maybe we can do this and then that'll be it for today. You know what? I don't feel safe with Amiri. I'm actually gonna bring Knock Knock and see how that goes. Sure. Hopefully bringing Jubilost is the right choice here, but not gonna lie, little concerning. But you know what? No, we actually need Jubilost because of the gargantuan spell thing. Oh man, I love that thing so much. All right, so something's happening in my kingdom. I'm assuming it's just all the stuff that we resolved or whatever, right? So let's do this, and then we'll see what the kingdom needs. Actually, though, I think after I do this, I might let a few days pass, because usually we get that report after the Bald Hilltop stuff, right? Where Lindsay comes by with who's that other guy? Debussy? No, Jod, that's it. I don't know how we got Debussy from Jod, but anyways, Jod and Tristan and Lindsay usually come up and say some shit, right? So maybe I can afford to wait a little bit.
Ideas?
Oh yeah, I also have 3 legendary proportions now, so yeah. Okay, let's start things off with, I'd say, yeah, legendary proportions on Valerie. on Fabrosi and Knock Knock. Sure. With the good old-fashioned Stone Skin Communal and spell resistance shit. And while that's happening, Lindsay, go ahead and start casting Greater Heroism. Good.
My skills are getting rusty.
Alright, so Valerie, Fabrosi, Knock Knock, and Tristan. Greater Heroism, Knock Knock, you two, Jubilost, and Tristan. Remove fear just in case.
I wrote it like I saw it.
Right here.
And let's see. Let's also do Good Hope right now.
Share your trouble.
Tristan, we've got the poison stuff, so we don't need to worry about that, thankfully. Alright, I'll also do Death Ward on Knock Knock, I think. Just in case. Holy Aura, we might want to do before the fight starts. I think that might be good in terms of our buffs. Yes.
What troubles you?
Unless I have forgotten something, which is entirely possible.
My assistance?
Oh, no, Greater Life. Sorry, False Life, my bad. I don't think we need Bark Skin, but just in case. Because I'm not expecting there to be many more of these bald hilltop things remaining. So we might be getting close to the end of the bald hilltops, and if that's the case, then we might really be ready for something extremely major, as it were.
Just letting the ink dry.
I'm listening as hard as I can.
Okay, I think that might be it for now. Fabrosi, do you have your own bark skin? You do. Attaboy. Okay, how close can we get? I think that might be as close as we want to get. Let me also do a haste, and then hopefully that should be good to go. Should I do greater invisibility? You know what? Let's do greater invisibility. Why not? And of course on yourselves as well. Now, how long this will actually last for, is questionable at best. And we'll do a haste in case. There we go.
We'll do it the
All
hard
right.
way.
Here we go. Let's fight the Wild Hunt. And then we'll basically put, what's his face? Oh shit, Wild Gaze. Fuck me. Can I do a freedom of movement? Would that be possible? Valerie, can you not take damage, please? So who's the one that's doing the Wild Gaze shit? Oh, there we go. Knock Knock is now active. Fantastic. Wait, so I guess you didn't need to do the freedom of movement thing? Alright, Jubilost. Oh, there's another gate opening. Unbelievable. Alright then, how about we do this? Oh wait, no, it needs to be targeted on a person, right? Dang nabbit, fine. Lindsay, what can we do with you? Maybe overwhelming presence? I guess, oh, start singing. If you can. Tristan, I'd say maybe let's get some assistance from the underworld. There we go. Lord Jaeger Sundere.
Onwards!
Alright, so I guess this is the big boy. Gotcha. Can we go after Mr. Sundere? Holy shit! Oh my god, look at these crits! My god, is that all Knock Knock? I'm assuming that's all Knock Knock. Mr. Sundere has died. Holy fuck, holy. And the Wild Hunt is now escaping, or rather a scout of the Wild Hunt. Oh shit, are there more? Wow! Holy shit! That went so well! We took a bit of damage, but, you know, nothing the excess health will cover. And Lord Jaeger Sundere only had a two-bladed sword. Really? Twin crystals? This +5 agile keen two-bladed sword deals force damage instead of physical damage. Whoa, interesting! Alright, well, I don't think we have anyone who can use that, so... Not really all that relevant, but great, thanks. Anything else? Did it always do that where the plant life disappeared afterwards? I don't remember that being a thing. Unless maybe I'm mistaken, which is entirely possible. So... Maybe that means that was the last attack on the Bald Hilltop? No, new development in 13 days and 9 hours. Wait, so are we not done with this place? I guess maybe we have some more shit happening? I thought we were coming upon the end of the game here, but maybe I'm wrong? Doesn't feel like it. It certainly feels like it's kind of drawing to a close somewhat. I don't know. Okay, so I guess we'll just go back to our kingdom and see what's up. Let me get inside my throne room. Unless maybe I should be doing some other stuff instead. Oh, what I should be doing is also commissioning that university to be built for sure. Anything new? I guess not. All right. Guess I didn't really know what to expect. All right, so that's been discussed. That's been done. That's done. 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 Dun dun dun. Purge the ranks. There are too many spies in the kingdom's intelligence service, while the minister, with a meaningless quarrel with the neighboring lands, someone infiltrated our intelligence service with their own agents. To catch every mole will require outside assistance. The high priest recommends the negotiating of the oracles of Aurori. The treasurer has spoken to the sleepless agency, and the grand diplomat has contacted the Twilight Talons. So, wait. That's the way to go, it seems? Really? I thought he recommended the thing with these guys. Does it really matter how it's done, though? I'm assuming not. That being said, I think I will put Bartholomew on this. Yeah. Sure. Again, I don't really know if it's really relevant, but he did mention that he would prefer the Twilight Talons. Alright, then work on that, please. Minting coin provides 1 BP per day for each 1000 BP. In the treasury, up to 5 BP per day. Oh, so the more money I have, the more I make. I see. Well, that's a little expensive, so maybe not. And that's all the new rank up stuff. Gotcha. I see. Alright, that's a 100% chance of success, so I think I will wait a day and see how that works out. But before I do that, let me quickly commission the university in our capital. Because I'm assuming that's where we want to build this thing, right? Oh, also, I've built the Goblins' quarters and Kobold quarters a little bit farther away from the main town, but close enough. University would be... There we go. Interesting. Alright, would this be better placed somewhere else? Relations of the kingdom's alignment is chaotic. +2 to economy if the kingdom's alignment is neutral, or espionage if the kingdom is lawful. Can only be built in a settlement with a library. Affects exotic garden. Okay, so not super pertinent. Where exactly... Or what exactly does the exotic garden look like? We can't even build it. Okay, fine then. Then let me set up the university here. Sure. And that should hopefully be good enough. Okay, let's see. Let's let a day pass and resolve this thing. Fantastic, so we have to await a report. The kingdom's villages are being decimated by the wild... Oh, right, that's already been done. Fantastic. How long does it usually take for them to come back with a report? I'm actually not entirely sure, so how about we end the episode off here for now? I'll do some more kingdom management stuff in between episodes. And since those report things are fairly, well, not really eventful, I'm thinking maybe I should come back when something does happen. Or we'll see. If something screws up, I might need to reload at some point, but yeah, it should be fine otherwise. Alright, so we'll do that in between episodes. So for now, thanks for watching and have a good breakfast.